And now we will lead into the next panel, which is actually, I don't know if I'm still being heard. Am I on Discord now? Okay. So if I'm still being heard, we're leading now into stories that could only come from a con, if I remember the name correctly. And I'm not hosting this one. We have to start tearing down, but I have brought all of the staff into this call because if you feel like contributing, this is a great way to do that. This is really just a hangout call, talk about the crazy things that have happened around conventions. I will absolutely come back and give a few stories of my own. They're quite entertaining. And by all means, stick around if you can. So thanks, everybody. I'll be back in a bit.
Vanhoover edition. Hi, everyone. Hope you had a great time at Vanhoover this year. I'm Bolt the Super Pony. I'm the one technically hosting this panel. Really quick, I want to give a couple of shout-outs. Affinity already thanked the musicians. They all did amazing. I am so grateful that we had such a superb lineup this year. If I can navigate on my computer, I will give them a shout out really quick. Thank you to Dark Knight Princess, Drumbeat Strings, DJ Dashy, Achieve Hunter 1, Blue Intellect, who performed on Friday and on Saturday. Thank you to Do the Daring Do. I lost my list. MC Arch, Pagan Pegasus, Fez, Blank, and Royal Pony. So thank you to all of them. Also, I was asked to give the announcement that Ponyfest's online event is happening next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and they'll be celebrating the 11th anniversary of Ponyville FM. So stay tuned for that. Their lineup should be coming out really soon. It can only happen at a con. And then also stay tuned after this panel. We're still not done yet. We will have an encore performance from one of our musicians this year, Achieve Hunter 1. So stay tuned. We're going for quite a while, so it's not over yet. And,
Bolt?
Yes.
The video was interrupted by vanilla shenanigans, and it missed the bonus scene at the end. So if we could rerun the credits, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. Go ahead and rerun it.
Oh, vanilla, there you go.
Ooh, pizza. Pineapple?
Oh, wait, what's this panel again? I'm stupid.
It can only happen at a con, remembering the wonderful and the weird as soon as I can.
Yo, let me tell my Black Griffin story at some point.
1 second. Let me get my tweet out. I say my tweet. Vape 2022. I'm wearing multiple hats right now. Okay. Tweet is sent, and I can focus on this. All right. And back to Discord. Okay, once again, all right. Welcome to It Can Only Happen at a Con. Remember the wonderful and the weird, Vanhoover edition. Already mentioned. I think the announcements I already went out, right? Like that went through. Okay, I don't have to do that again. Just to recap, Ponyfest Online's next week, celebrating Ponyville FM's 11th anniversary. And stay tuned because after this we have an encore performance from Chief Hunter 1. So those were the two things I wanted to cover from earlier. Other than that, this is a convention stories panel. If you have a convention story, let us know in like the flank stage chat. I'm gonna give staff first dibs on this. Affinity is going to come back, and he's promised me he has stories to share as well. And yeah, that's basically it. This is a pretty freeform panel. My only two rules are please keep it PG-13 because this is a PG-13 con, and Pony Town is a PG-13 server. So we need to abide by that. And then the other request that I have that I've never had broken at any panel before, and let's keep that going, please, is that if you have a story that is about someone else that may be potentially embarrassing, humiliating, or puts them in it has them in like a compromised situation, please, I don't know, they were under the influence of something. Please don't mention them by name unless they're okay with that. Just out of respect for them. If they're okay with it, fine, go ahead. Otherwise, keep it generic or choose some other name for them.
What if it's ourselves?
If it's yourself, go ahead. Yeah, you have your own permission. I don't need.
I kind of figured.
So I don't want to take up all the time. Does anyone on staff really quickly have a convention story they want to tell? Go for it if you do.
I mean, the craziest thing that I've seen happen at a con is what's happening right now in Ponytown, having like 40 of my own clones invade the stage. What the hell is this?
You have a fan club.
Should you be creeped out or concerned or excited or happy? All four.
It started with that one person during the tour.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly. There was one bootleg fisher that showed up during the tour, and then during VIP script reading, it slowly increased to I think we had 9, and then we were like, let's all go up on stage, and then it quickly got bonkers.
That was insane to watch it just kind of evolve.
And I think now there's I think last I counted there was 25, but I think we've gotten a few more since then. Like this one that I'm just about to add to the stage now. Bump. So let's see how many clones we got.
Wait, hold on, Bolt, why does it say Friday musician when I was Saturday? I don't mind. Or was that an old one from...
Where does it say that?
On my rolls, I just noticed this, just now.
Oh, that must have been that's a mistake for me. I initially so for those who don't know, I assigned all the musicians. Usually, I assign them Friday, Saturday roles, and then I use that to ping them. And then the schedule got mixed around, and it people ended up being in different days. So I never used it.
Damn.
Could also be a leftover from last year because I did the same thing last year.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Well, it would have been Wait, what year? No, oh god, I kept thinking last year was. Never mind. Okay, I'm done.
No, you performed in 2019, 2021, and this year.
Yeah, for some reason when you said last year, my brain was like, 2020. Wait, I wasn't there.
No.
Wait, no, last year was 2020.
That was me the whole first week of this year. Shoot, I had a good story from this weekend, and I forgot it. So if someone else wants to go, you can go ahead while I think about what that was.
At the moment, there's 22 Fisher clones on stage.
Oh my gosh.
That's disturbing.
I love it. I mean, if it were 22 me's, I think I'd be a little disturbed. But if it's someone else, that's okay. Oh no, yeah. Someone just said, "I hope as a mod you didn't have too much work and you had time for fun." Oh, I definitely had time for fun.
Wait, where are people saying this?
Someone in Ponytown said that.
Oh, Ponytown. Okay.
Yeah, we're all in Ponytown.
Oh, I see. Okay.
By the way, we're all on a Discord call. If you want to join, we're in Flank Stage stream in the Discord chat. I've posted the link way too many times. I don't even know if I want to spam everyone with that again. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. No, I'm still blanking on my highlight. I should have had that written down. And it doesn't have to be from this weekend in particular. It can be from literally any other con. I guess I could start with one that I told at TrotCon, which is this is where the PG-13 part comes in. There was another convention, actually, I think that was happening this very weekend, called SAC Anime, which is in Sacramento, California, as the name would imply. And for those of you who haven't heard of it, it's kind of, I would almost say, like a medium-sized convention. At least when I attended back 6-7 years ago, it was a medium-sized convention. It's probably grown since then. anime convention in California. And the year I went, it was like the first convention I'd gone to. So I was brand new to the whole convention thing. Didn't know what I was getting myself into. Oh, I'm full screen now. This is weird to look at. I've got Ponytail on this monitor right here, so I can see everyone. But yeah, so first convention, and there was this like Pokemon meetup that I guess it would be kind of like the Izzy meetup from this weekend, but in real life. Everyone was dressed up, maybe even more extreme, because everyone was dressed up. They were all like in cosplay, acting out roles and making references that I'm not aware of because I don't watch Pokemon. So they were doing these poses and stuff, and it's like I don't know what's going on here. But what the coolest part was is they had these like little RC cars that were decorated like the Pokemon, and one of them I remember was a Bulbasaur that was a little bit bigger than the rest of them, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool Bulbasaur. Did you make the cover for it and all that stuff? Because they had like nice felt, like not felt, but like soft fabric covers, like the Fluttershy plush main that someone was selling this weekend. Vendor hall's still open, by the way. Go support your vendors. And it was like really soft and stuff. I'm like, that is so cool. Like, how did you do that? And they were kind of just going over it. And they're like, before I left, they were like, oh, there's one last thing about it. And he takes off the Velcro fabric, or the Velcro cloth on the outside, and the inside this RC car was a beer cooler. And there was nothing inside of it, but it's like, that is how they're like, yeah, this is how I get beer through the convention. I'm like, wow, that is genius. Like, I respect everything about this. The dedication, the craftsmanship that went into it, I couldn't tell that it looked anything different. And I hope I didn't just blow their cover. And I hope they're still around. I have not seen them since, but that was really cool. And that was my first convention experience, and it forever sticks out to me. I do have I have thought of another one for BabsCon, but I can tell that one later. I do want to say real quick, the Izzy meetup was like, I wish that's one thing this weekend I wish I had gone to. It looked really cool. There were like 26 attendees in that for a flank stage panel. And just like, that looked awesome. And I hope they run it again because I want to go. So congrats to whomever ran that. That looked like a very successful panel. And the chat is actually, I mean, it's still in flank stage chat. You can scroll up. And you can see all the Izzy praise.
Yeah, I was in there like that. That's probably the most popular flag stage panel that we had. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting it to end up being that popular, but
yeah. Actually, unless someone has like a story in particular, I'm curious to know what everyone's favorite panel was this weekend.
I've got a story, but I can wait till after.
Oh, yeah.
This one.
I might have one actually.
A story or a panel?
Sorry. Hello. I'm Janice Light. Hello.
Hi.
Story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Fisher, if you don't mind, Janice, go ahead first, and then Fisher, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead. Janice?
All right, everyone, hold on to your hats. So my very first My Little Pony convention, we had a charity auction, and Jen Blake was there, and we auctioned off everything, and then we looked through, and we had a bunch of things in the Lost and Found, and the rule was that whatever was in the Lost and Found that wasn't claimed went into the charity auction. And one of the things that wasn't taken was an egg salad sandwich from Starbucks. So they auctioned it off because no one claimed it. And the first time it went for $200.
Yeah, I think I heard about this one.
And then after that, Jen Blake ate half of it. And she signed the box and then put it back into the auction. And then somebody else ate the other half of it after getting it for like more than double that. and put it back into the auction. So it ended up, this one egg salad sandwich ended up going into the auction 3 times and being almost $1,000. And then it came back the next year and the next year and every year until the end of the con.
That must have been a moldy sandwich by the end.
I wonder if did anyone try to eat it?
Well, Jim Blake ate the first half that first weekend, and then the second guy ate the second half, and I don't quite remember who he was, and it could have been switched. But like the box was all that was left after that.
After that, stomach of steel. Ah, yeah, that's
That
incredible.
reminds me of the Babs Burger where we got Peter New to sign a 2-week-old McDonald's hamburger.
That was
And then he
one of my
almost-
most con memories.
Yeah, and then he almost ate it. That was good.
Fun fact: that at that after party, Blanket and I were in the same room. We wouldn't formally meet each other for
That's
another
right.
like 2 years, but we
That's
were in the
right.
same room together. It was
That's
weird.
right. Because we saw the video later, we're like, wait, that's us. What the hell?
Yeah, I took video of it, and then I was like, "Wait a second,
Wait a second. I know this guy.
I know this
Yeah.
dude." Yeah. Fisher, go ahead. You got a story.
Yeah, so, well, the story here reminded me of another just mini story. You know how M.A. Larson loved signing everything, right?
Yeah.
The last BronyCon, after it was over, me and some friends stayed for a few extra days. And on the last day, as we were heading to the airport, we walked by this excavator that was next to the convention center because they had one of their train stations just like collapse into a sinkhole. And we noticed that M.A. Larson had just randomly signed the door of it, and we were like, "Oh, the last trace of BronyCon, fucking Larson's signature."
That's wholesome, I guess. But
But yeah, the main story I wanted to tell was TrotCon, I think 2016. They had panels going 24 hours a day, and one of the panels was I think it was called Swaglicorn, if I remember right. And that was the most insane panel I'd ever been to. I can't describe everything that happened there because this is PG-13, but I'll just say that there were cosplayers in the main 6. All 6 of them were killed by the end of the panel. There was a lot of arting, a massive amount of booze. There was a game of beer pong where somebody won a He-Man onesie, like one of those blankets that have sleeves in them. It was one of those things. And there were also races of vibrating objects. It was a pretty intense panel. And then I remember near the end of it, I stuck my head out like there was a window there that had a curtain on it, and I opened the curtain a little bit to see what it looked like outside, and it was well past dawn. It was daytime, and everyone behind me hissed at me for opening the window.
oh my gosh, that's
Oh.
what convention?
Bolt. Oh.
There was a TrotCon, I think TrotCon 2016.
Yeah, it sounds like a TrotCon thing. I was thinking TrotCon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bolt. What? How do I get to the stage on Ponytown? Not the stage, but like the room on Ponytown. I can't find it. I'm dumb.
Oh, the room on Ponytown is event.pony.town.
Yeah.
No, like this specific room, the flanked stage stream.
That's on Discord.
It's on Ponytown now for this thing.
Yeah, where in Ponytown? The map is gargantuan. I don't know the map at all.
It's in the middle where the main stage is.
That's where he
Yeah, it's
spawned.
smack in the center.
No, but I'm talking about the flank stage. That's the one we're on right now, right?
There's no flank stage.
We're
actually.
on main
We're being
stream.
broadcast to the main stage.
Oh, wait, so what? Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
dumb. My bad.
It's a flank stage panel, but we're being broadcast to the main stage because there's nothing else right now.
Wait, I'm in the main stage and there's no one here. I'm so confused.
Are you in the
Wait.
Orbium?
Yeah, I think.
You can just go outside.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Dude, I've only been on the main stage and that's it. And I don't remember how I got there last time. I think Bolt teleported me on it back because I literally couldn't find my way.
Wow, the bunnies
what-
are such critics.
What are these yellow things over everyone? These yellow atomic
Don't worry
bomb
about it.
nukes. They're kind of distracting and destroying my ability to load anything right now.
Yeah,
Is there a way to disable these since I know that if we ask people to not, they're not going to because half people here probably don't even speak English.
No, the Ponytown admins are having a bit of fun. That's why there's memes
Okay,
everywhere.
well, it's fucking my computer, so I might have to leave the actual Ponytown thing. I'm getting like 1 FPS. This was not happening yesterday. Oh well.
Rip.
In Ponytown simultaneously said, "This is boring." I'm like, wow.
Damn, unfortunate. Okay, well then, do you want me to tell my story about Gabe, or sorry, Black Griffin? My only like actual personal interaction with him, or is that not allowed? It wasn't like
not if it's like
no, it wasn't anything ultra bad. It was me like making myself look like a weirdo, essentially, and then like I told you this story before. It was I think it was either Winnie City or no, it was no. Hold on, I can't remember what convention it was. Don't ask me to remember specific ones because I've been to literally 43 of them in real life. So, yeah, God, it was back in 26. No, between 2015 and 2017. One of those cons. They all kind of are just one memory to me. Like I said, you go once you hit past 20 or 30 of them in real life. No offense, but the online ones like they don't hit as hard in terms of like trying to like remember them differently. But anyways, I was walking through the backstage halls for some reason. I think I was getting something for one of the musicians, and then I encountered some of the VIP staff who I'm like really good friends with. I was like, "Yo, what up, dude?" And I was not sober, not in the slightest, absolutely not in the slightest at this point. And it was my friend Andrew, and he was escorting someone in Black Griffin. And I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And they offered me some snacks because they had just gotten back from the green room, I think is what it's called, the area that had all the snacks for the VIPs. They're like, hey, Blanket, you want some guacamole, you want some cookies, you want some chips? Now, I didn't hear him say chips, so I grabbed a cookie and somehow did not see the bag of chips in his hand, saw the guacamole, and just thought, I don't want to be rude. So I dipped the cookie in the guacamole, ate the entire thing, and Gabe just looks at me like horrified, like, what is this crazy person doing? And immediately responds with, like, who are you exactly? And I just turned to him, cookie and guacamole in my mouth, and just say, like, fairly loudly, I am a legend you will not soon forget, and then just walk off. Because I was very late to getting my friend I think I was getting him some kind of drink. That must have been it. But yeah, those are the only words I've ever directly said to Gabe outside of like plug this into the AV stuff.
Also, I have an announcement. We have a new emote. There is a new emote. It is in Flank Stage Chat. Combo knows.
Damn.
Combo knows. At first, I thought you were saying, "Oh, Combo knows what the emote is."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
As in, like, yeah. Hold on. Let me see this. Where it be?
Oh, not KNOWS. It's
No, I
actual
guess
node.
yes. You did it, Bull.
Literally.
Amazing. Thank you for blessing us with this new emote.
Yes.
We did it. This is truly an epic gamer moment.
We did it, Reddit.
You can't steal that from me. No. Okay, that's it, Bull. Okay, no, we're gonna make a new con story. Me and Bull next convention we're fighting now. Physical fist to fist.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna win because I'm crazy, not because I'm stronger or anything.
It's true.
Combo, the stream is going from your screen, I imagine. Yes.
Wait, I don't think Combo's even in here.
Not Combo. Bull.
Oh, okay. I was
No,
like,
it's not. It's going from vanilla. I'm not streaming this.
Okay, Vanilla. Then can you? 1 second. There we go. Can you share my screen so that we can show Ponytown this glorious new emote? Because otherwise they can't see it.
Just twy on the nose.
They love it. All right, thanks.
Can I tell my story?
Yeah, go for it. I was just reading through the chat on Ponytown.
So during the last year of BronyCan, during the Q&A session with Daniel Ingram, I asked him if how he felt that Octavia's cutie mark was a treble clef and not a bass clef, and he said disappointing.
I didn't know he had an opinion on that.
for any music nerd out there, they plays a bass instrument, but their cutie mark is something that plays higher than a bass instrument can reach.
Huh. I'm not a super music nerd, but I do have a lot of friends that would probably understand that better than I do. Also, Ponytown's a pool now, as usually happens.
Yes.
Ponytown's a pool. We have ponies with nukes on their heads splashing in the pool, which is not a sentence that you can say outside of Ponytown and have it be true. Anyone else have a story they want to share? I mean, floor's open.
I have a short one that I can share, or if somebody else wants to go first.
Go for it.
I saw Tess light up first.
Okay. Yeah, so this is sort of my first convention experience. My first convention was TrotCon 2017, which was a year that M.A. Larson was there. So you already know it's going to be a bit crazy. First off, opening ceremonies, he sat right next to me. I didn't recognize him at first until my then girlfriend basically pointed out and said, "That's M.A. Larson." He was like right next to me. He was just like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And then I actually have something signed from him, like not like an autograph, but they had like a sort of Nerf war thing in TrotCon. So I decided, hey, let's get something really weird to grab and get him to sign. So grabbed one of the Nerf darts and got him to sign that. I still have that Nerf dart in my room. It's
Nice.
Unfortunately lost the signature. I don't know how, but like it's like faded away or something or another. But like, yes, I have something signed by M.A. Larson. And then sort of my other sort of crazy experience from TrotCon was Peter New just coming into the opening ceremony screaming, "Ah!"
Discord
just,
cut you off.
Oh, of course. I was trying to emulate him, but basically screaming "Big Red Horse" in like a very girly voice and just dashing into the opening ceremonies. So that was like my other main experience at TrotCon 2017.
That reminds me of the time that I encountered Peter New in the wild, but that can then go after who had the story next.
Thanks, Cadet.
Hello.
Hello.
I went to MLP MSPF, and I had like one of those alcohol voucher thingies where you're supposed to get it from the bar for free. They ended up sending me to this room, like 2 floors and out on like some weird like balcony thing to get the free drink. I was so confused because they were just closing up in the like dance area, like where everybody was playing music. So I had to go up to this thing, and they accidentally sent me to the cider tasting thing that they were doing at the convention. And M.A. Larson was just like, come here, let me pour you a drink. And I was like, okay, you're supposed to pay for that event specifically because all the guests are there. I accidentally crashed it. Because Larson was just like, here, I'll pour you a drink, talk with me, you know. And I was just like, oh god, I'm not supposed to technically have anything because I didn't pay for it. Accidentally crashed it.
Nice.
Didn't even mean to. I was just walked in like, is this where I'm supposed to use this voucher? Like, everybody's like, what?
That sounds like the most Larson thing ever.
It is. It really is. It was just really funny that was how that happened. That was, I think, my second time actually, I think it was the first time. And then I met another time and was just like, hey, and he's like, oh, it's you. And I was like, oops.
That's awesome. I think the only people that have possibly more power, and I wish Finn could, not even Clouds, were here to correct me if I'm wrong on this. I think possibly the only people that have more power at a convention than the convention chair and co-chair are the VIP guests. So in my opinion, if they say, hey, I want this person to come up here and chat with me, the convention has to be okay with that.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, I mean, and I like kept looking at the chair. I was just like, oh. He's like, yeah. It was just funny. That's really funny timing.
There's also the VIP agents that have a lot of power too.
True, both of them. I forgot they have agents.
Can I quickly mention something?
Yeah, go for it.
So whoever was complaining in here that their Ponytown game was at 1 frame per second, I'm sorry, that's my fault.
What
did
were
you
you
do?
doing?
I am responsible for all
Spawning
this.
in nukes.
I am responsible for all that.
Oh, okay. So the lavender that they were talking about, like everyone's like, lavender's gonna come and cause chaos. That's you, Cloudburst.
Yeah, that is me.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was some like urban
Nah,
legend of the Ponytown servers, like this admin's gonna
Yeah,
come in
yeah.
and just cause madness. But no, it turns out to be Cloudburst's alter ego, like Pinky and Pinkamena.
I guess. But yeah, that's all I came to say. Just wanted to apologise. And also just apologise to anyone else in Ponytown who's also having their game lag like crazy. Alright, I'm gonna hop out now. See ya.
See ya.
Right.
Thanks for that. Also, really quickly, how did you guys get? It looks like Fisher. Who's that? Swift Dawn. How did you guys get your ponies to be above the screen? Because I can't do that.
Just a very high Z value. I'll do it for you.
Okay.
If I can find you. There we go.
That'd be cool to have mine up there too. I'm holding a banana. I'm in the pool.
If you turn select entities on and then you select yourself and then you check ignore ground, you can set the Z value.
That's assuming you have mod powers, though. They might not have that.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm at the bottom of the screen, so every time someone joins, I just have to move my pony slightly.
Yeah.
So the Z value is what determines the popping out of the screen then?
Yeah, so that we're not under the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't find Cadet among the pile of people. Oh, that reminds me.
I'm
Somebody
next
earlier.
to the bread.
They're in the pool.
Not Fancy Fisher, Confusomu, Beat Drop, Fisher Pug, Acid Storm.
Dancing next to bread.
Well, the problem is
Jesus, well,
which
you get a
bread. There are many
ponies.
breads.
In the pool?
I can't see down there.
They're like right next to the stage.
Oh, I found Cadet. I think. There you go. So there, and then I give you a bit of sprinkle with a little bit of Z.
Oh. Both just dashing across.
There we go.
Wait.
I remember earlier I saw somebody that had a Nightmare Fisher skin, but I didn't get to see it in full before they changed to something else. Are they still around? Because I want to see that.
Oh, the shark fisher?
No, not the shark one. I just saw somebody that like I just saw the head of it. It looked like me wearing Nightmare's helmet and having like an.
Oh, I
evil face
remember.
on.
It's the whatever rider. Rider. Anyone gonna remember? What? Ghost Rider. Yeah, it was the Ghost Rider.
No. It was that same guy.
I think it was.
Okay, I'll ask them because I want to see that. And they sent me some art that they drew of their Ghost Rider Fisher.
Are you the popular one?
Yeah, really. I saw Soul behind me say hi, and the way they said it, their speech bubble was right above me, and I was like, I did not just say that. And then they moved out, and the speech bubble went with them. I was like, what the heck? Yes, it looked like I said it. It threw me the heck off.
I put the art in flank stage.
Oh god, there's so many bunnies.
Oh, here comes the bunny raid. Yeah, that sounds about right. So they're like, so you know, there's like the 7 stages of like, I don't know, grief or whatever. There's like the 7 stages of the end of a Ponytown server. One's nukes. There's also bunny raids. Server stage colliders going down. Dance floor turns into a pool. I don't know. I think maybe that's about it. I feel like there are more. Oh no! Now they're gonna look like I'm saying stuff. No! Mass announcements from the bunnies. Yep, thanks. That's the 5th. As they run across the screen to the point it looks like a void is going to consume everyone.
Picked up a house.
Where'd the house come from?
There's
picked
a
up a
house over me.
It's like the Russian animations again.
Oh, someone spawned in Buff Angel.
Yeah, for those of you who weren't here for my Russian animation panel, those are some wonderfully cursed things.
Do you have a link for those animations, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get him.
Cheers.
Hell, we could watch them here if we want.
It's you go search up in YouTube My Colorful Pwn with 2 E's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was a panel where you like made Russian animations or something.
Oh, no. There's just a series of free Russian animations that are wonderfully cursed, and I wanted to share them with people, so we just watched them.
Oh, okay.
And it was magnificent.
Are the streets are disappearing into the void?
I put it in flank stage.
Cheers.
Okay, thanks. I'll check those out. What was I gonna say?
I got a story.
Yeah, go for it.
It's 2 stories actually, but about the same person, Vincent Tong. They're nice stories, don't worry.
No, fine. Go ahead.
The first time I met Vincent Tong was actually at the first BronyCon, the predecessor to this I was ever at. He's a really nice guy, very down to earth, and we were chatting a bit. And I remember I'd heard something about he liked DDR, and later on in the afternoon, a bunch of us were going up to the games room to play a pony-themed version of DDR. They had the pads, everything. And I just happened to run into Vincent on the way to the elevators, and I'm like, I said, "Hey, Vince, we're going to play some DDR. Are you in?" And I just kept walking. And he's like, he stops and he turns into his handler or whoever he was with. I don't know who he was with. I didn't recognize him. And they chat for a second. He's like, "Yeah, I'll be right with you." And he just says, I'll see you at the restaurant. And he comes upstairs and just played the DDR for like half an hour, and then we went to dinner. That was pretty cool.
Can I add something to that?
And another time, sorry, yeah, you can add at the end, but I'm almost done. Another time was at, I think, Vanhoover Expo. And I was at a penthouse party after, I think it was a staff party at the end of the con. And I guess Vincent had been going everywhere trying to find a place to watch the boxing match. And eventually he gave up and came to the party, where we were all standing on the balcony watching the boxing match in the apartment across the street on their big screen. And when they noticed us, they opened the curtains more so we could see it better. So that was pretty cool. And so after like an hour trying to find a place to watch it, he ended up at a random party and just it's there like across the street on someone else's TV.
I think I was there with that visit. That was BronyCon. That was it was either the last BronyCon or the first Vanhoover, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's why I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the first Vanhoover. It's
Oh no.
That's awesome. Oh, our stage. What the hell?
Are we playing Tetris?
Very badly.
That's a block I've never seen in Tetris before.
The destroy everything block.
The void block, yeah. What? Whoop!
Oh, there it goes again.
That's back.
The chat.
Oh, geez, I'm getting moved around. Where am I going?
Oh, you're on me. Why? Get off me.
Ooh, woo. The frick. I do just shout out Combo. I don't think he's in this call either. I think he's on site and tearing down. His Celestianism panel was something I wasn't expecting to be as good as it was, but holy crap, it was. I was expecting cringe. It was amazing. It was just, he was well prepared. He knew exactly what he was doing. I had an excuse to open my own Bible of Celestianism. It was great.
Ditto. Absolutely the same feeling here.
I learned a lot out of that panel.
Yeah, right?
Oh god.
Like, it was so good. What's happening now?
What?
Screen shift.
What isn't happening?
True.
I wish I could have gone because it would have fit my OC's like so whole thing. Oh well, for next year.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, if he does it again, I highly recommend attending it. I woke up to that, so like it was worth waking up to, and it was noon for me, and I woke up, so that's how long I slept in. Totally epic. That might actually be my favorite panel of this weekend because it was so unexpected. Anyone else have something they'd like have a short story they'd like to share?
Yeah.
I was going to say something about Vincent Tong.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Sorry, who are you addressing?
Thank you.
Oh no, so I was just gonna say the first time I actually met him was down in New York City at the very last PonyCon New York, last convention for this fandom ever held in any New York City borough. And they had a charity dinner for some bird sanctuary or something like this in the city. And I was talking with a mate because the dinner itself was kind of a dud. It didn't go off exactly as anybody had thought it would go off. And we're talking about just what bars do we hit up, or do we even go to a club because we're dressed for it. And then this dude just literally jumps in beside us and says, "Hey guys, my name's Vincent Tong. I voice so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so." And we're like, "Wait, what's going on? Who are you? Wait, you work on the show? Oh, hey, what's good?" Chilled there with for 5 minutes, jumps up, runs off, and we're like, "Wow, that guy was awesome."
I was muted. I love it when that happens. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Vincent Tong, I've heard, is a really cool guy. I've not met him personally, but that's really cool. Did Shyfire? Did he have something?
Yeah. So it's a story about the first and only time I went to a real life convention. I went to UK PonyCon in 2021, and I'm also kind of new to the fandom, so I don't have too much things, too much objects and stuff. And so I was I think it was on the third day, so it was like the day of the charity auction. It was before the charity auction, and I was I think it was in the morning. I was in the vendor hall, and I realized that basically everyone around me was walking with like pony plushes in their hands, and I was like, "Huh, I don't have that. I should try to see if I can get that." So I went into the vendor hall and I looked for the first Twilight plushie I could get because she's my favorite pony. And I saw one and I was like, "Oh, there's actually one." And I was like, I didn't think twice about it. I bought it because usually I give it some thoughts, but here I was like, I need one. So I bought it and then I went on my way. And I kept going through the vendor hall and I was like, "Oh, there's another one." And I looked at it, I was like, "Huh, I like it more. I, kind of wish I had bought that one actually." And I thought about it and eventually I just ended up buying that one too. And I didn't want to, have two plushes, so I ended up dropping the first one I had bought back in the charity drop-off point to have it be in the charity. I felt a little bad for, buying the work of, well, no, it wasn't a custom-made plushie, but I felt a little bad for buying off a vendor and putting it in the charity. But so that happened, and then after that, during the charity, a friend of mine who was sitting a couple seats off to my side actually bought it as well, and we met up at the after meets after the con, and we just ended up having both the plushies united together again. So that was an interesting experience for my first convention.
Nice.
Cool. Nice of you to drop that one off at the charity auction too.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone really enjoyed that.
Yeah, he was really happy about it. With it.
Who'd you say made it, by the way?
I don't remember. It wasn't a custom made. It was some off-brand, some generic brand that was I don't think it was a knockoff, but it was that kind of vibe. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah, I know the ones you mean.
I didn't have it in my hand long enough to remember who made it.
Both musicians by the stage here. If there's anything
Yeah. And for those who are watching, everything's back to normal. Oh my gosh.
Well, not everything, but mostly.
Mostly, then except for the nukes in the pool, but that's fine. Yes, after this, I got moved again. Oh, how am I being moved automatically with my? That's cool.
Someone's doing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone's doing it.
That's neat. I'm gonna turn myself around.
That's what
After this,
it's all about.
okie dokie. Someone after this, the Chief Hunter 1 will be performing. And yeah, I don't know where he is. Everyone should be able to get on stage now. You're here. Hi. Yes.
How's everybody doing?
Good. Thanks. How are you?
I just woke up from a nap and I'm just trying to grab some stuff to prepare. Yeah, I'm hanging in there, but overall, I'm doing all right.
Nice. We're going. I can't words right now. I am very, very happy right now, but I'm also very tired after like these 3 days. But
It has
holy
been a
crap!
long weekend.
What?
Yeah.
It has been a long weekend.
It has very, very fun. I am so happy with how this weekend went. But good grief, I am tired. But
Don't worry, man. You're holding up good.
thanks. I coffee is how I'm doing it.
Whiskey is how I'm doing it.
Fair enough. The frick. Yeah, so I was gonna say right now it's a convention stories panel for the next, I think, hour or two. Affinity is gonna join us back in once they're done with breakdown, and I don't know when that's gonna be. Hopefully before it ends.
I got one if y'all want to know a little convention stories.
Go for it.
All right.
Fire away.
Yeah, so it has been a while since I talked about this. Now, a lot of y'all know that I am originally known for video vlogs for conventions, as well as help out DJing at Renegade Stage. Yeah, so I do a lot of that. I do a lot of that today, and I'm still going because, as y'all know, I still have to deal with making vids for TrotCon again. I already got my uncut versions out right now, the vlogs from last year, and then my anniversary of 10 years being a part of YouTube. I actually put up my performance main stage at TrotCon. I think Bolt, you were there, and I think maybe I think Bolt was the only one who witnessed it. So yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, you seem to be more tired than usual.
Now or then?
Right now.
Yeah.
Bolt's
yeah.
Bolt's just sitting there like dial-up noises.
Yeah, basically. Also I had to reach for the unmute button. So I'm trying to be conscious of like, I'm also like typing in other places and stuff, and wearing multiple hats. I'm still wearing my social media hat, so I'm doing that too. But yeah, no, that was an awesome performance. I loved it.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, Chief Hunter 1 is one of our musicians this weekend. I've gotten several compliments about your energy, and just so people know, that energy is the same, if not greater, in real life. Like that, his performance at TrotCon was so energetic. It was electric, and like I think Royal Pony played Rockefeller Street this weekend.
Yeah, that meme song.
Yes, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I definitely know. I will say this. During my 10-year anniversary, it is uploaded, my TrotCon main stage performance. Even though it's in a different angle, another friend who goes by Evershade, he has videoed that particular meme song a little bit, and I was so happy how it turned out when some people actually pulled that off. I wish I could share screen it with you guys real quick, but I'm not sure if that's possible since I am not allowed to use video or share screen on myself.
See, somewhere out there, that video in particular is that video that has me being the most weeb I've ever been in my life, doing the dance to that song, the meme dance. That's like one of the few anime culture things I know.
Is he just Naruto running around the con floor?
No, Well, that was. There's another story. We didn't Naruto run in particular, but we definitely ran. That weekend was the first time I got to see a lot of people in real life whom I'd only known online. One of them being Provox, who is a musician. Wasn't a musician this weekend, but he is an awesome DJ. And like I love all of his sets. He had a performance at TrotCon as well, and so it came down to the closing ceremonies. And closing ceremonies at TrotCon, for those who don't know, tends to go on a little bit. For I think their record's like 12 hours for their online con. Yeah. Or very close to 12 hours. And they were just like, oh, round it up, and it's 12. And so for their real life closing ceremonies, they were going on for I think they were on about an hour and a half to 2 hours before like some musicians started going out to dinner because we were all getting hungry. And Prox and I stayed, and I had him out of the corner of my eye. I saw him out of the corner of my eye. I was like, okay, as long as he doesn't leave, I'm staying here because I know there's at least one other musician here. At one point, he got up, and so I looked around, noticed there were no other musicians in the room, and I followed him out. We were passing by the secondary stage, which was playing out in the hallway, and we heard them yell for Luck Rock on the stage. Well, not yell, but they're like, "Is Luck Rock anywhere around here?" Because they got to the point where they were gonna, go over the concert and stuff, and we're like, "Oh, well, we should probably, see Luck Rock or something." And then as we kept walking out of the theater, like down the hallway, we heard them say, "Are there any other musicians?" And we looked at each other and we ran back to closing ceremonies. And as we got to closing ceremonies, we're like, "We're here!" And so the two of us got to give a speech. Similarly, during the concert, I was getting set up for my set right before Prox was supposed to go on. And I was listening to the Ponytown stream on my phone in the hotel, walking around as I'm getting my stuff. I have my Docky, which is actually, I think we're still on. I'll turn on my camera real quick. I have my Docky, which is currently in my feed behind me. I was holding that, carrying it through TrotCon because I wanted it on. I've had it on stage at every set that I've done from home. And I was like, I want this on stage at my convention, my first convention performance back. So I was carrying that through the hotel, and I was on the opposite end of the hotel, and through the Ponytown stream, as I'm walking through the hotel, about to go out to my car to get some equipment, I hear Luck say, "Man, it'd be cool if Bolt were here right now." And I was about to get to the door to go outside. I turn around on my heel and I run all the way on across the hotel, get through the door, and I'm like, "I'm here!" Still holding my Docky, mind you. And it's not a light pillow, it's a heavy pillow. Just burst through the door. Turns out Prox was having laptop issues, and they were possibly thinking about putting me on first. That is the only time I've ever run through a convention hotel. And yes, Docky in hand. I was like, well, might as well drop it off now.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. That story was way more entertaining in my head than I thought it would be, or than it was. But yeah, so 2 times I've run across a hotel, the same hotel. I think that's the first time that's happened.
I remember that Vincent Tong used to go around BronyCon holding a Dacia Flash Sentry.
Oh my god!
Didn't the guy who voiced Shining Armor do the same thing?
Damn.
Did he? I know he went.
I thought I heard
BronyCon.
that.
I know he went to BronyCon a few years, but I don't remember about the Dakies. To be fair, this was literally 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. I have some stories about Andrew Francis at BronyCon, but I don't.
Yeah, I know there's a picture of Vincent Tong with that. He does the Bieber pony voice, right? From that episode. The Justin Bieber
does what?
The Justin Bieber pony.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, there's a picture of him not lewdly, featherweight, whatever, featherbangs, right?
Featherbangs,
yeah, featherbangs. There's a picture of him cuddling a Docky of himself, looking all sultry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Apparently, Jonathan Circle says Peter did it too.
Yeah,
I believe that. Going off the M.A. Larson story earlier, I want there are 2 people in particular I want to sign my car: M.A. Larson and I forget who it was that voices Lyra, but whomever was the voice of Lyra.
Tabitha?
Who?
Ashley Ball.
Yeah, I think that was
Ashley
Tabitha.
Ball. Yeah.
Ashley Ball.
Yeah, I think that's it. If no one has seen my car, it is like a similar color to Lyra, just that's how we got it. And then I have Lyra's cutie marks on the back, so it's like I know M.A. Larson will do it, so I just want him to do it. And Ashley Ball, and I know he's signed cars before, so it's like, all right, awesome. And then I want Ashley Ball to do it because she voices Lyra.
I wonder how that works at conventions, because you can't exactly drive your car into the autograph hall.
No, they have to come out.
Sorry,
They're gonna come outside.
Yeah,
actually, at the last BronyCon, there was a guy walking around the autograph area, and he unhinged the hood of his car, and he was having VA's autograph the underside of it, and he had just about every single autograph there, and I think from the year before.
So he was just walking around carrying his hood?
Yeah, I can actually upload a picture if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it. Also, I should enable
give me a sec.
video sharing. I think I remember him carrying it around.
Because for me, like, I'm in Toronto, so BronyCon used to be my main MLP con.
Rip fucking BronyCon.
Yeah, press F, please. Press F.
Could you imagine if they tried to do BronyCon during the pandemic?
Oh, honestly, that's one thing that, like, I've kind of said is that I'm kind of glad it ended when it ended, just so that COVID wouldn't be remembered as the thing that killed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound cynical, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, M.A. Larson signed Red Cedar's kids.
I'm honestly looking at a M.A. Larson autograph right now.
Yeah, that's again, I believe it. I mean, you just sign the arm.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that there are more objects in this world now that are less objects in this world now that are not signed by M.A. Larson than there are ones that are signed.
I believe that too.
I bet you could be walking down just some random street looking at the underside of a bus bench like, what the hell? It's Larson's signature.
On a weird note, remember the 2020 charity auction? The amount of stuff that was signed by people. The pineapple and the can of spray cheese.
Oh, I remember that.
You're talking Vanhoover?
Yeah, it's talking about Vanhoover.
Didn't we have a book, or it might have been Babs, kind of forget, but there was a book, an unsigned copy of one of M.A. Larson's books.
Yeah.
It's being sold as rare.
The cardboard cutouts as well.
Not signed, I assume.
I know the mascot ones were signed, and then there was the pineapple saying "Bronies are furries."
Got the car hood and flank stage chat, by the way, guys.
That's funny.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, ready. So they were saying the top of it then?
Underside. That's the top you're looking at.
Okay.
On a semi-related note, I found a picture of my favorite MLP cosplay of all time. This is from BronyCon 2013, so this is quite old.
I did not make it to that one, sadly.
2013. Where are you putting it? Oh, it's in screen share. Okay. Oh.
All right, that's evil.
Oh god,
that's pretty evil.
I'm not seeing anything. Where is it?
I love the font.
Live stream.
I love the font.
In the live stream.
Backward letter.
That is aged very well.
That has aged extremely well.
That is aged well.
Yeah.
Everyone in Ponytown's pressing F for Applejack's parents.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Oh man.
I'm just looking for my old convention photos, so if I find anything more, I'll bring it up.
Our parents are buried in Appaloosa.
What? I can't
I sure do miss them every day.
I can't believe you actually said that.
I've got a con story.
Go
Let's
for
hear
it.
it.
So the first BronyCon I went to, we had the idea to, instead of getting a hotel room, we would just rent out a house kind of thing on Airbnb and have a whole bunch of people there. So
Oh, God.
we rented out this warehouse like in the north of Baltimore that ended up being like the scrungiest place possible. We ended up calling it the BronyCon bunker. I'm trying to find a picture of it, but yeah, this place was like real stank. Like the rug in the shower was moldy. It was like a 20-minute ride on the train into and from the con. It wasn't an ideal situation.
Mhm.
But yeah, that ended up the next year we decided to do the same sort of thing in a hotel proper. So that was the beginning of what ended up becoming the Tumblr Pond Block Party, which was my yearly business essentially of buying up a bunch of hotel rooms and setting up room shares with my friends. So we got to the point where I was dealing with like hundreds of people and making quite a bit of money off of BronyCon every year. So I was sad to see it go for that part regard too.
Yeah.
When I find a picture of it, I'll do another screen share because this was a real scrungy place.
I remember on when I was for the first time at Gamescom in 2015. So I was in kind of a friend of mine did anime cosplay stuff, and we did Attack on Titan. So we were like 6 people walking around in Survey Corps uniform with 3D maneuver gear and everything. And what was it? Oh yeah. Then I remember that we were just walking around, looking at the stalls and stuff, or the booths. And then suddenly my mom called me and said, "Come to the entrance right fucking now. Your dad is having an aneurysm." And I'm like, "What?" And we were at the complete other end of the convention, and I remember we were just bugging it in cosplay, running Naruto style toward the entrance of the con because my dad was having problems. And I'm like, and then like my mom said to me, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "We were at the con. You know that because you drove us here." So that's what was in the boxes. Yeah.
Was he all right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Was
nice.
And I found the pictures of the bunkers, so I'll get those screen shared.
I had another story that I was thinking about.
Actually, no, hold on. Let me share the screen instead.
I posted
Who
the
had the
cardboard
other-
cutouts.
Yeah, you tried to share and that stopped.
Yeah, because I realized that if I share the screen, that I can switch between the pictures easier.
Damn.
So that's what the outside of the place looked like.
That's a hotel?
No, that was a warehouse that was on Airbnb.
Oh, dang.
What's this in?
Baltimore.
Good lord.
No, I mean what? Chat. I'm not seeing any pictures.
It's screen share in the call
Screen
here.
share. Yeah, so you have to go into the call.
That looks like your average 5-star hotel there in Baltimore.
Someone
I'm
someone in Ponytown said in all caps, "That's my house."
Oh,
and yeah, and here's what the inside of it looked like.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Holy, how can they rent
Jankus.
that out? How is that legal to rent?
How much was it?
I don't remember, but I remember it was pretty cheap. I think
r/nightmare.
Yeah, if I remember it, there were 8 of us there, and we stayed there for the whole weekend. And in total, it came out to like $80 a person for the weekend.
Wow.
Still a bit too much.
That's actually pretty cheap, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at the place.
I
But,
get it.
That sounds expensive for what you got, honestly.
It probably was. But yeah, we learned our lesson and went to hotels in future years.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Remember hotels. Always remember.
What? Who else said? Yeah, the stream went great. Thanks, Discord. Who else had? I heard someone else say they had a story. I didn't see who it was.
I had 2 technically.
Go for it.
Okay, they're semi-related, because they're sort of these moments where I wasn't sure if it was like I dreamt it happening. The first one was somebody told me about My Little Dashie, and I had like no idea what that was. That like, the fanfic story thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I read it at like 3 a.m. after I had got off work. And then there was a story in the recommendeds that I read that was about Twilight finding this book in like a magic shop, and she had read the first page and immediately wanted to buy it to read the rest of it. Found out there wasn't anything in the rest of it, and then tried to use a spell on the book, but then gets sucked into the book and finds out that the world is like crumbling in slow motion and is like helped by an alicorn. This is pre-Twilicorn era. And I don't know what the story is called, and I don't know if it's been taken down since then, so I wasn't sure if I dreamed it at 5 in the morning.
Did you secretly read an Argenbarger fic?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Argenbarger, aka Spidersa's guy, like sort of wackiness.
I don't know what that means, but
Argenbarger is a guy who writes all the stories for the Riff Ponies, Riffing Rainbow panels, where they try to read crazy written stories without.
No,
messing up.
it made a lot of sense in the way that it was executed, but I haven't been able to find it since. So I'm like, is that a real story? Like, what happened?
It sounds like a classic old fanfic, because like back in the day, there were like 10 different flavors of fanfic that existed, and one of them was like fucks up a spell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the spider sis, I believe it is.
Oh,
yeah,
I forgot that existed. Oh no.
And then the second one was I was standing. There was like that like 18 plus vendor hall thing at one of the conventions. I didn't go in. I was waiting for a friend to come back out. But then there was like this big line of people waiting to go in, and somebody in the line just started talking to me because I was just standing on the other side of the like entryway. And they were like, come over here and just talk with me. So I walked over and talked with them. I had like the best conversation I've ever had with anybody at a convention with this person. We talked for like an hour while they were waiting to go into the like 18 plus vendor hall. And we get to the very front and he's like, well, this is where we part ways. And I was like, yeah, because I didn't have my ID. So he goes in. I never learned what his name was. I never learned what his fandom name was. And I'm like, no! I was so sad. I was legitimately like, I know what he looks like. I haven't seen him at a convention since. Like, I could have had like a best friend just now, and I didn't find out who they were.
Oh,
I know, it was so sad.
That's so tragic.
It was like ships passing in the night kind of situation. It was like we meet and then we never see each other again.
I wonder if he's thinking the same thing somewhere.
Oh my gosh! No, it was so funny because I was like, damn, this person's very, very nice to talk to, and that's like one of the things that I like in like partners. And I was just like, wow, that could have turned out very differently if we had found each other.
Oh.
It's so funny to think about. I was just like, what the heck?
So why didn't you get his name like before you went in,
we
or
were
wait
just
for him
very
to come out?
engaged in talking about stuff. This was after, I think it was like 5 or 6. Oh, that's another convention story. But this is about 5 or 6 months after I had got into a car accident driving to BronyCon.
Which BronyCon?
2018, I think. Was it 18
I was
or
there.
19?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was 18? Okay. Yeah, I was driving cross country to BronyCon 2018 when I got into a car accident. And my car was totaled and I was like stuck in Indiana. On the way,
Dear
yeah.
God,
on the
not
way to
Indiana.
convention. But we ended up talking about that sort of stuff, and we just got very engaged in talking with each other and like finding out, about each other. I never ended up getting name. And I don't think he asked my name either. We were just chatting for an entire hour while he was waiting to go into the like after dark vendor hall. And I was like, oh no. And if I ran up to get my ID and then went back down, I either would have missed him coming out of the thing, or I would have like had to wait in line to go in or to see him again. And my friends had come out like 10 minutes after he went in. So I was like, well, and I didn't think about it until later. I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't get his name. It was really funny and just kind of like one of those moments.
Yeah.
Right, I got one from BronyCon.
All right, go for it.
Oh, sorry, were you about to say something?
I was saying, do y'all see me on webcam?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
I hope everyone in Ponytown's okay.
Yeah, they were watching you spin your fidget spinners.
Earlier, yeah, I had a rainbow-looking fidget spinner. What I did was take off the weights that will allow it to spin it a lot faster, and all that stuff. And
just gotta say, both of y'all, cool setups.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Just literally sitting on my bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if y'all want to see a little bit bigger on the bigger screen, yeah. Hey, Goken.
Hey guys, I just finished Howl's Moving Castle at BlebCon.
Oh, it was an awesome movie.
Oh, it is. I know. Like, I haven't had a chance to watch it, so I decided to see it.
Did you just join the call now, or were you here?
I just did. After
Cool.
Immediately finished.
This is a continuation of Vanhoover Pony Expo. It could only happen at a con. It's basically a convention stories panel. Technically the last panel of the night, and then afterwards a Chief Hunter, who to me is like over here. I don't know where he is to you guys, but to me he's over here, is going to be performing afterwards in like about 2 hours or so ish. Hour and a half. Kitty.
I was hoping it would be like my time, 12 midnight, because I got work.
What time is it for you?
I got to go to work. Right now it's about 11:20 my time.
Okay.
Hey, another EST.
Yep.
It's 5:20 right here.
AM or PM?
AM.
PM.
Oh,
Definitely.
someone say AM and someone say PM.
I'm in Germany. I'm from Germany actually.
Oh, guten Tag.
Guten Abend. Guten Abend.
Passport bitte.
Bitte was?
Ja?
My stuff.
Wer? Hefe?
What?
Whatever my old German boss told me. Go Bayern.
I guess. Whatever. Also flexing because I can.
Yeah, I have.
For my birthday. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Nighthawk, did you have a story that you were going to share?
Oh, yeah. So, I was going to say, any of you guys ever heard of the Sea Bronies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
The cruise, right?
Yeah, so Sea Bronies was a cruise. It had about 4 runs from about 2016 to 2019. And I remember the first time I went on there was from Vancouver to Alaska, which the trip itself was amazing. But this story isn't about the trip, it's about the hotel we stayed at right before, which was a hotel nightmare. So I got in there, and
what you call foreshadowing.
Yeah, pretty much. Walked over to the elevator, 200 kilogram notice on the elevator. Nothing above that, or else it would stall the elevator. No problem. Go up. Every single item in a hotel room was marked down with my hotel number. Then I go into the bathroom. But wait, that's not the bathroom. That's the closet. You gotta walk through the closet to get to the room's bathroom. Then the door had a large portion of it cut out so it could go over the toilet.
First Nations, and then you can fish up the lawsuit. Yeah, I guess so.
Pretty much.
What caused that?
That was Sea Bronies.
Oh.
Is that you, Skep?
Yeah, it is. I heard you talking about sea bronies.
Yeah, so anyway, so I got out of that nightmare of a hotel, had an amazing time on the ship, and started talking with one of my uncles later on during Christmas. Turns out he went out there to do some business with my great-grandfather, and they were at the exact same hotel in English Bay. Only the difference was in 1982, this place was a rent-by-the-hour hotel. We'll leave it at that.
Where you were going with it.
Pretty well.
Wow. So they were staying at the hotel back then, or the same time you were?
No, they stayed ironically at the hotel in 1982, and I stayed there in 2018.
Oh.
It's one of those things where you really don't want to bond with your family over, but you kinda did. And as for why you were there, well, nobody knows too much about this fandom side of my life, so yeah. It was a mystery.
I've got another cosplayer photo that aged very well.
Sure.
What is...
Flank Stage Chat, I assume. Also, I posted in Flank Stage Chat the reaction from Ponytown to the kitty on screen, because everyone just went, oh, cat! Also, someone requested bring back the cat.
And yeah, I guess I could put... I was going to share a screen share.
Oh,
again,
screen
but
share? Oh, sure.
No, it's just one photo. I can put it in Flank Stage.
All right.
They're saying, yes, bring back the cat.
Oh.
Yes, the cat.
This is from...
you got a cat.
This is from Everfree 2016.
So cute.
Is this in Flank Stage or...
Flank Stage, yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, I know. I remember. I was sharing my screen because then Ponytown could see it. That's
why. Oh, yeah.
Sorry if the cat distracted everyone. He's my service animal.
Very good.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Like, look at the Ponytown chat. Like, everyone, like, loves it.
I cannot see it.
I'll copy and paste it.
Aw, thank you guys.
Yeah. Is anybody shocked that people on the internet like a cat?
Not really, no.
What a surprising turn of events that is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, Espresso loves everyone here.
Hydrate.
Also, the photo is, like, really cool.
Yeah, this was from Everfree 2016. So...
Everfree 2016. Is that someone in particular? Or...
Well, no, but the time frame of it, right?
Oh. 2016.
Well, yeah.
Is it what they're holding?
By the way, this chat is completely PG, right?
PG-13.
Yes.
Technically.
Yes.
What's the difference, honestly? I don't get it.
We're allowed to swear a bit.
That, and you can kind of touch on light adult-ish topics.
Like me saying I was waiting outside of an After Dark vendor hall.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure saying...
Someone was inebriated. Someone was, you know...
I'm pretty sure saying that I stayed at a cat hotel was enough.
And Skepti telling a story of him pooping himself.
Oh, yeah. Okay, to be fair, that's a really good story. It's pretty funny.
And it was a different panel, but although I think that was also PG-13.
Oh my gosh, so much kitty love.
Hey, Skip, you were there at the range in Miami, right?
I sure was. I was actually just showing a picture of that.
Do you think that would be an okay story? For when I completely messed up on my ID?
I think so.
Skepti is like, you're on the board, right, Skepti?
I am.
So yeah, Skepti has like say over that.
Right, so 2019, we were about to, me, Skep, and a guy from the Sea Bronies, we were about to set sail for a Caribbean cruise on the bloody Sea Bronies. And we decided to go to a tourist gun range in Florida and try some stuff that you cannot try outside the US. Well. So I go in there after 2 hours in gridlock traffic, bumper to bumper, and this dude who was from Holland is waiting for us, and all that time. So I walk up, and I'm there just feeling like just awesome. Here's my ID. Canadian government firearms license. Woman takes it, gives it back to me, and says, what the actual hell is this? And my heart drops. The guy from Holland face palms like you wouldn't believe. Then I give her my passport. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah, have whatever guns you want. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, Yankee.
But right.
Oh, there's a funny thing that happened to me during 2017 Gamescom. So Gamescom is basically one of the only conventions I've ever been to. It also, luckily enough, also involves Dutch people because like Cologne is not too far away from the border. So especially during that time of year when it's like everyone has vacation and stuff, there's a lot of Dutch people usually coming around the Cologne area. So I'm living in northern Germany, so I'm not down there
Oh,
much.
okay.
But
I'm sorry,
like,
but it's like you said Cologne area. There's a city in the interior BC called Kelowna, and I thought that's what you're saying, and I was getting very confused.
no. So I'm in northwest Germany basically, and like Cologne is south from me. So we were at Gamescom, just coming from it was in the evening, making our way to the hotel, and then this group of Dutch people approached us, and were like, "Hey, wanna buy some weed?" That was like at a time when buying weed, and especially I was underage at the time. I'm 19 right now. I was underage. I was with my parents and the parents of a friend, I think. So they were trying to sell 5 kids basically, and 4 adults, 2 grams of weed. I wasn't smoking at the time. I'm not actively smoking at the time, but like, still, that was the first and only time I got offered weed by a person I don't know.
What did I enter into?
Ha!
That's a
Welcome,
good question.
welcome to the Convention Stories panel.
Oh.
Basic
Bas-
Gamescom is weird sometimes.
Oh.
That is weird.
It is.
Skepti, you're at the con, right?
Yes, I'm at the hotel.
Are you at the hotel? Are you guys like all done yet?
I think pretty much. Yeah, the stage and whatnot is torn down. I think so. I think people have pretty much gone for dinner. At this
Do you
point.
have eyes on Silver Shock anywhere?
No, Silver Shock wasn't physically here.
He wasn't. Okay. All right.
Sadly.
He has. There's a whoa. There's a story he has that's like super. It's so funny. That like if I wasn't on the chair, I'd be like on. If I wasn't on the chair at the time, I would have been on the floor laughing. So I was hoping he'd be able to come and tell it. I'm guessing Affinity went to dinner though, right?
I think so. Yeah, a
Okay.
well-earned break for him.
For sure. For sure. For anyone who doesn't know, Affinity is the con chair. The guy who's been
call that
mostly on the
slacker.
floor.
Tell him to put his food in a box and get his ass back here.
The con's not over yet.
Yeah.
I have
Your
a fun
fucking
little
job.
story with him.
I
Go
found
ahead.
yeah. Go ahead. I'll tell mine after.
Yeah. So I was at Fan Expo chilling at one of the panels, and then who comes by? Finn and like his little group of people, and I just kind of waved to him, and he just gave me a look.
Oh,
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Does anybody here have a con nightmare story? I don't really have any myself, but does anybody here have one?
Nightmare story, elaborate.
I can give you an
like,
example.
where things are going good, then all of a sudden, just nosedive.
Yeah.
I don't have it related directly to a con, but sort of traveling to a con, I do.
Shoot.
Okay, yeah, this is actually for Ponyville Cider Fest, the one that just happened in October, and I was flying out. It was a I had to have a layover flight, so my first flight was fine. Then I landed in Detroit, and then I get to the station for my second flight. Everything looks good at first. The flight lands, yada yada. Everybody's getting ready. Then all of a sudden, we're having a few delays. Our systems have crashed. Yeah, the entire systems for that flight company crashed, and they kept delaying it and delaying it. I'm like, okay, so I did have tickets for the bar trot or whatever. I couldn't make that, unfortunately. But so what happened is they kept delaying it, and then eventually, oh yeah, it's canceled. Flight gets canceled.
Oh, sorry to hear.
Yeah, so that was kind of my first experience with really bad flights. I was lucky enough that there was another Delta Airlines flight that was leaving at like 11:30 at Detroit time or something like that.
Delta.
Well, it's weird. It was
That
actually
makes
it was
sense.
the entire flight was really weird in that like I bought it through one company, which then outsourced it to Delta, and then Delta outsourced it to another company for the second flight, which is what had the systems crash. It was like outsource of an outsource. But that's kind of the con nightmare that I had, was not necessarily the nightmare at Ponyville Cider Fest. It was getting to Ponyville Cider Fest, and I kept updating my friends who were also going there. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a bit longer. You're picking me up still, right? And they're like, oh yeah, all good. And I was like, oh yeah, they canceled the flight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also have
Yeah.
a con nightmare story.
Yes,
Briefly.
I'm up after you. Go ahead.
Oh.
Let's hear it.
And, yeah,
So, yeah, you
and
go ahead, I'll
Fisher
go
had
after
one
you.
too.
Oh, okay. 2018, driving cross country to BronyCon. It was about 40 hours of, if we drove nonstop, obviously didn't. We stopped in St. Louis and saw the arch. I was with my best friend, and we had this amazing, fantastic time just hanging out, watching the sunset at the top of the arch. Like, and then we stayed in this hotel, and then we woke up early, and we're like, all right, we're gonna go drive the last, like, I think it was 14 hours to get to the convention. We get through Indiana. He's getting ready to pull over to swap drivers because I was gonna drive next. I was gonna drive the last of it. We get sideswiped, the front completely taken off of the car. My car's totaled. I had this car for maybe 8 or so years. Yeah, 8 years. It had gone through so many like big life events of me, you know, like getting kicked out, sort of being homeless, like living in the car. It was like it was another friend to me. You know, like one of those reliable friends in my life. And then it was just gone, totaled completely. And I tweeted about it and was just like, I am devastated. I am so devastated. Stuck in Indiana with this happening. The cop that came to see the accident ruled against us and said it was our fault. We were stopped at a stop sign, and the front of our car was taken off, and they said it was our fault for being like an inch off of that white line in front of the stop sign, when the guy that swiped us was on his phone, but we couldn't prove it because we didn't have video.
That's
Get
beyond
a
messed
dash
up.
cam, people. Get dash cams.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Gonna go get a dash
so
cam now.
frustrating. It was so frustrating. And a friend of ours had like tweeted that we needed help as well, and had made like a fundraiser thing, and in like an hour we had $2,000 to help pay for us to get to BronyCon and like make sure that we were safe getting back as well. It was like one of those like roller coasters of emotion in regards to it. Like, I lost this car I've had for 8 years and lived in, and then a bunch of people that had like come together and helped fund us to get back to finish getting to BronyCon. We were like 12 hours out, or maybe like 9 hours out from that point, because we were in Indiana. But and then getting the flight back to where our original exit location was. But it was such a ridiculous roller coaster for that. And at the convention, I was like exhausted. I didn't really go anywhere during that convention. Like I went to maybe like 3 panels because I was just like emotionally drained from having to deal with police and having to deal with losing my car and dealing with insurance and that sort of thing on top of the convention. I was just like, ugh. So it was rough, but yeah.
Wow.
That's one of my nightmare stories.
Nice that you got the money to fundraise, though.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that was very
I
nice.
expected that to even happen. I just tweeted I was like devastated. And my friend was like, "No, we need to like raise money and help you." And I was like, "You really don't, but
if you're gonna."
No, I was just like,
yeah,
I appreciate that you did in the first place because they did it, and then an hour later told me that they did, and I was just like, wait, what?
It's done.
Yeah, it's done. And I was just like, oh, okay.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's so wholesome. I love this community for that kind of stuff.
Are you my turn?
I was.
No, actually, I think Fisher has been waiting for a while to tell a story.
Well, mine's less of a story and more. Do you know the story I was telling about the TrockCon party? I found the photos.
Oh, yes. Please
And
do
then
share.
I removed the photos that were completely explicit, mainly due to a guy, a Spider-Man that had a donger attached to his forehead.
What?
So yeah. This is the lineup outside the start. On the left is my friend Will Draw for Food, who ran Ask Surprise, if you guys remember that blog. So I just start going through these.
Is that the hallway of the hotel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Putting together the night's concoction.
Mountain Dew.
Oh no.
No Doritos.
They were betting hell money on the races.
Wait, there was Mountain Dew, but there weren't any Doritos. What gives?
Exactly. You're not true gamers. Get out.
One of my friends made mad bank on the hell races. Oh, this is the guy who wrote My Little Dashie. This guy.
Ah.
That guy. Okay.
Yeah. This is the beer pong.
Interesting.
I love the table.
Yeah, that's a cool table.
I like the bow tie.
Absolutely.
I don't see a table.
It's in Ponytown. The pictures are not moving in the Discord stream for some reason.
They're moving for me.
Not?
No, I was
They're
stuck in
moving
the
on
hallway
my
for the
end.
longest time.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Here, I'll kill the sharing cards
Nice.
again because
They're working fine in Ponytown.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
works
Ponytown
fine
they're
for me as
working.
well.
Oh,
I'll just restart it. Just give me a second here, because
Um,
clearly something has gone awry.
I blame Discord.
Discord.
oh, wait, is Discord still in the server? There was someone that made a Discord pony.
Oh, there was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. Let's try this again.
I see it. I think.
Is it moving now? Can you see the trash can guy?
No, it's frozen on the hallway.
I would recommend.
Hell.
Trash cans in Ponytown.
Yeah, again, Ponytown works fine.
Just watch that in Ponytown.
It's in Ponytown. It's working in Ponytown.
Someone was going to tell me something.
I was saying change your like quality settings. I noticed it was like 1080p, 60 frame per second. You got to try to change that and put it in 30 frame per second. Maybe that will cut down the lag.
All right, I'll put it. It's at 720 through 30p now.
It works now. I see the trash can.
Now
Okay.
it's doing it.
Now
Good
it's
job.
working.
Can you see it go back and forth?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. All right, take two. So yeah, this is the intro to the panel,
Hold on.
and then preparing the night's mixture.
Oh my gosh.
Was that a talking hamburger?
Yeah, that was the whole thing I've ever played. They just jumped in there.
I like how there's vapor coming out of it.
Probably dry ice or something.
And yeah, that's the Rarity cosplayer turning into a zombie. And that was the ritual gigantic Shrek dong. Like that whole piece of art is just, yeah.
Anybody want to cue up the song from Shrek?
Somebody
once
Somebody wants to
Tell
see
me,
the
like,
world.
where
We don't
where's
get-
the
we don't get
roll
saved.
me?
I'm gonna smash your mouth in a second.
No.
You can see the
No.
rarity is passed
Song
out over in
request
the
for
corner
later.
here.
Yeah.
The Chief Hunter.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
I like to play Smash Mouth.
Song request.
Sorry if I sounded so perfectly on that one. I can pull off some voices. I don't mind.
One of my
Money?
friends made mad. No, not real money. Hell money.
Okay.
They made mad bet on the betting on the races.
That's amazing.
And this is the guy who wrote My Little Dashie.
Ah,
The writer. Okay.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that
The
song so
legend.
Never judge a book by its cover. I
pulls
guess.
at the heartstrings.
That's the table.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
table.
That looks awesome. That's true. I want that. Wait. Where did you get that table?
Well, it wasn't mine, but it looks like it came from the Berry Punch guys.
It's also signed by quite a few people.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be coming up soon here. The guy who won the beer pong, or was this another game they were playing? Oh no, Pinky passed out. Oh yeah, the Russian roulette with the balloon gun. I forgot about that.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. So
Let me use a balloon as a suppressor. XD.
not quite. No, it was this little doohickey that whenever you hit the trigger, it had a chance of popping the balloon.
In your ear.
Yeah. So sort of a less lethal Russian roulette.
Yeah, more like burst your eardrum.
Yeah. Anyhow, that turned into.
Don't try this at home, kids.
That turned into a fist. That turned into a fist fight.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, there was a fight?
Yeah, look.
Why? Because they didn't.
Why?
I don't actually remember.
Probably because they lost.
But did you die?
I think the next day I was in the hospital with the guy, and he said that it was supposed to be an acted fight, but the guy doing the fighting was so hosed that it became an actual fight.
This
Looks
picture
like
is so
Brody Fight
meme
Club.
worthy. You could use that
Brody
for so
Fight
many
Club.
memes.
First move, Brody Fight Club.
Oh yeah, and then there was an art panel going on next door, so we went over and crashed the panel. Just
Nice.
it invaded. Then we came back to the
Felix
main
thrilled
panel.
about that.
Oh yeah, this guy won the beer pong tournament, so he was celebrated.
Almost T-pose.
This is like in the other room across the hall from the panel that this happened?
Yeah. The crashing the panel was the room next door. So
Okay.
and then they came back, and the guy won beer pong, so he was celebrated and won his He-Man what it's called. No, I don't think it was a onesie. It's like a stupid infomercial thing. The blanket was.
He has the Snuggie.
Snuggies. That's it.
I have the power.
To sit on the couch and watch TV.
Just 3 easy payments of
I have the
$29.95.
Twilight.
Was that Trucker?
Oh yeah, they killed Fluttershy.
No.
Oh no.
I
This
can't
one was like
believe
a
Fluttershy's fucking dead.
This one was like a Renaissance
I
painting.
can't believe Fluttershy fucking died. Oh no.
I always knew it was it. Oh no.
Those are foam bats, right?
I like the cameraman's just smiling like hee.
Yeah, they're foam bats.
They're real bad.
Bat pony. More
Could look wooden.
Bat the pony.
Yes, they're fake.
And this was me opening the window to see what it looked like outside.
Damn.
When everyone hissed.
Is that early morning or late afternoon?
Why
And
were
then
they
it-
hissing?
And then it turned into an art panel. Most of the photos I have to miss because they're mostly not safe for work.
Oh.
Well.
Shotgun.
Because the artists had all drunk a massive amount of booze by that point. So.
Let's draw some dicks.
Who's been drawing dicks?
Oh, look,
Nobody.
I missed one.
And that was a great story. Let's give him a good hand, everybody. The honors. Everybody.
We only Fisher. We do only have a small amount of time left, so I'm going to toss it over to Brony.
Yeah, mine's pretty quick. Actually, I got two. The first one's more of a warning than a story, but it is two nightmare stories. The first one is never travel from Vancouver, Canada to California to attend BabsCon on a Greyhound bus. That is 2 days you will never get back, and he only saved $100. It was not worth it. Oh, God. The second story is I attended the last Nightmare Nights there ever was. It was the first time I'd been. And the whole trip, just there was always something going wrong. Like the flight down there, the charger on my seat didn't work, so my phone was dead when I got there. I couldn't call the guy who was supposed to come pick me up. I managed to get a ride from someone who just happened to show up there, which was great. And the whole thing was bad. There was a guy at the convention who was not supposed to be there really, and I guess he threatened he had a gun at some point, and then he got removed from the convention, and I think he actually got deported because of that. From what I heard, I had to double check the actual facts of that, but that's what I heard. Because I was working security while I was there. I was on staff for the convention, so I heard a bunch of stuff. I was having to like watch out for this guy and make sure he wasn't causing problems. Like I hope he doesn't have the gun. Anyways, after the convention was done, the rest of it was fine. The fun convention, but on the way home, I got off I had to take a connecting flight. I think it was out of Houston. I think. Anyways, I got to the airport where I was supposed to change, and lucky me, the gate is directly across from my gate. I just got to walk across this nice atrium-looking thing and sit down and wait for my plane, which I do. And I double-check the board, which is right between me and the gate. Yep, that's my flight. Yep, that's my gate. Perfect. I sit down. I guess at some point, must have been immediately after I walked and sat down, they changed the gate of my flight. I didn't notice. So I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, oh, they're loading food on it. So this plane should be leaving right about now, but they haven't called the gate yet. So I'm just sitting waiting, watching them load the plane. I'm like, oh, they're supposed to be behind. And then I get up and I go look, and the gate has changed. And so I book it down to the other one. The plane's pulling away, and they're like, yeah, you missed it. The gate was changed. I'm like, yeah, why didn't you announce it? Like, well, it was announced before, or it was changed before the plane came down. I'm like, the fuck it was. I got off the plane and I walked over and looked at it and said the gate was right. And then they're like, oh, well, I'm sorry. And then she didn't say anything else. I'm like, so what? You're doing something now, right? Like you're not saying goodbye to me as an representative of this company. Like what's happening? You better get me another flight right quick. So they did that, and it turns out the next flight wasn't until the next day.
Oh.
And my debit card had stopped working at that. I'd had some cash left, but I only had like $20 left. I'm like, that's not gonna be enough for an entire day. But I'm like, all right, whatever. I get on the next flight. I got $20. I bought some McDonald's in the morning, got on the flight, and get to the next place. Like, oh, we need to change it. We're going to another connection, and then you'll be home. So I have to go to another airport. I forget which one it was. It was this little dinky place. Get there. Like, oh, we're delayed. And like, yeah, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, there's nothing here. I can't eat. And just, yeah, I'm starving. And like, we have these like just, snacks, little peanuts. And finally they gave me like a $10 voucher. I'm like, where do I spend it? Like, and then, yeah, it was just, an absolute tragedy of a travel story.
So this is why you should do what I do. I get to the airport, 45 minutes to a half hour before my flight, then get through security, and then walk up to the gate as they're calling boarding. That way I never get to the wrong gate.
Oh no, you see that, like I said, I was on a flight. I was on a flight that landed, and I got off my flight, and directly across from the gate I got off at was my connecting gate. Which I went and looked at the board and said, yep, that's where my flight's leaving from, and literally I walked 60 feet or 100 feet or something to my gate from the other gate. Like, I didn't have to go anywhere. I'm like, perfect. That could not have been easier. And then they changed the gate. Like, it must have been immediately after I looked at the board, because I got off. I was one of the first people off the plane because there weren't many people on my flight. And I zipped over, sat down, and when I talked to the agent, she said, "Oh well, it was changed before the flight disembarked or whatever they call it." And I'm like, "No, it wasn't." I got off and checked the board.
Oh, no, I'm kidding. By the way, don't do what I do because I time it really close and it makes some people nervous.
Yeah,
I'm glad I travel alone because some people were like, "No, I get to the airport 2 hours before." I'm like, I get there about 10 minutes before I board.
I feel bad for your luggage.
I don't take luggage usually.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about experiences not involving cons that are MLP related?
Yes, yeah, any convention.
Okay, then I have a nightmare story. I'll try to be quick though, I promise.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so I was wanting to go to a con with my friends. I was going to Lexington Comic Con here in Kentucky.
What?
And
Playing that?
Huh?
What?
Sorry, somebody's playing something on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to figure out what we were gonna do to get there
It
with
was
my
a
friends.
lightsaber sound, I think.
They told me that they had booked a
I'm
room
just
for
waiting for
all of
somebody to
us.
say, it wasn't me, I swear.
Stop interrupting.
Shush!
Please stop interrupting.
What were you
It's
saying,
rude.
John?
So they had said that they had gotten the hotel room ready and everything, and I met up at their
Somebody was
house.
playing light.
Go ahead,
I
sorry.
had my cosplay, and they said, "Okay, now get in the back." So I start opening the door to get into the back seat, and they go, "No, the back." They put me in the trunk. Now here's the thing: one of them was cosplaying as No Face with a full set. Now he's like 6 foot something, but he had a football mask or a football helmet that he added onto, so it was like a 7 foot tall costume, and he had to put that in a giant tote. And everybody else brought their cosplays. So I was not only back there, but I was crammed in the corner, covered in boxes, on the way to the con for 3 hours straight. Then we got there, and we went to the hotel, and they said, "Oh, by the way, we booked a 2-person room." There was 7 of us.
God.
I slept in the floor.
That's messed up.
That
Now-
is messed up.
I've been through worse, so I forgave them. But it's not the best thing to look back on, because that was my very first con.
That was your first con. Wow.
That was my
Sorry to
very
hear.
first one. I also did an Attack on Titan cosplay with the full leather harness and everything, so that was also not
know.
fun.
She's
I
playing the
know.
long game, waiting for her cold revenge.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I guess kind of a continuation of what I told earlier about the whole Gamescom thing where we had to rush through the entire con. Like, you have to imagine when we got into the ER to my dad, there were like 6 people standing there in Attack on Titan cosplay, everyone looking at us. And they knew where we were coming from, obviously. But like, speaking of Comic Con, the first Comic Con I went to was 2015 or 2014, if I remember. And the thing was, we had a sketchy hotel. It was really sketchy. It was like in the center of Cologne. And the people didn't speak German in a mostly German-speaking city. So that was problematic. Communication was shit, and they were telling us the whole time, "Yeah, room will be ready at 6." What they meant, we don't really know, because they were speaking some weird accent we couldn't really understand, and they didn't have our rooms ready when we came back. Meaning, we were there standing, waiting for our room in the lobby of the hotel, and we waited 3 hours after a long day of being at the con, walking around in cosplay. We waited 3 hours in the hotel for our rooms to be ready. It was stressful. It was very stressful.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
That sounds like it.
Before we wrap up, just out of curiosity, is there anyone who hasn't told a story that wants to tell one before I just open it up to anyone else?
Maybe.
What kind of story?
Or something.
Like any convention story, like any kind of. Is there anyone who wants to share a convention experience that hasn't gotten to yet? This whole panel. And hearing nothing, is there any? Oh, go ahead.
I'm just
Luna or Blue.
Holy crap! There's so many of this.
Which do you think is the best one?
My very ever first convention, which is like 2 years ago, before pandemic was a thing. It was my very first convention at Vanhoover event. Anyways, I remember like I tried out because I was like my friend invited me to go there because during the time I was not considered as like a furry in that bench or whatever the hell is, but my friends are furry and they invited me to go there. I was like, fuck it, why not? So I went there. And I only met my friend once for like 15 minutes, but I somehow made a lot of cool friends over there. But there was like it was the best that I've ever experienced, but also the most strangest I've ever experienced because and also I don't know how to I don't know how to feel because there was this specific type of like the first night was great, but then the second night when I went there, I remember I'm not sure how to say this anyway, but I'm gonna say this out loud. Like I remember I got my ass slapped by 5 people, and I don't know who it is. I just don't know who it was. Anyways, yeah, that was the only weirdest thing I ever experienced, and I don't know how to feel about it. Because for a moment I thought like I guess people are normally touching, I guess like because the people are hugging, but anyways, that was my strangest, but also my best event I ever been in.
That's so weird. I'm gonna guess that was Vancouver, the furry.
Yeah, Vancouver. Yeah, the
Okay.
furry one.
'Cause
Right
you said Vancouver event, and then you said furry. And I was like, oh, it must have been Vancouver, which is
Yeah,
like our sister
Vancouver,
convention.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a culture I don't understand, but I am desperately trying to.
Yeah, I just don't know why. I don't know why I got my ass slapped by five strangers. So I was like, okay, I guess that's the thing.
I wonder if you looked like someone they knew.
Maybe, but
the only thing I can think of, they should.
I'm the only brown person there, so I doubt it.
Yeah,
there's a decent amount.
Actually, no. Well, not like I'm talking about like an Afghan tan kind of color. There's like no one like me. There was none like me. I have a hair and a beard, everything. It's like I'm like the only one like that there.
In that case, I have no idea. That's
me
that's
either.
weird.
Can I say one really quick one as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I just remembered you saying that, they may have mistaken you for someone else. I was actually mistaken for someone at a concert.
A concert?
So somebody performing. I was out there dancing, I was vibing, and on stage they were like, "Can I get a shout out for this completely other person that is not Cadet Red Shirt?" and points directly at me, and I was like, "That's not me. I'm Cadet. Hi." And they were like, "Oops." It was really funny.
It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts, but they completely got my name wrong. They thought I was some other person with like dark brown hair and glasses. It was really funny.
If I was you, I would have let it keep running. I'll just pretend to be that individual.
No, yeah, they were like, "Do you want to come up on stage?" And I was like, "Oh no, you'd be very embarrassed if I went up on stage because you called out the wrong name."
So now you have to find the other person. And like,
yeah, exactly.
meet up.
I'm like,
Hi,
I'm a changeling, I guess. What happened?
You have a doppelganger now.
I do. I have a
Somewhere.
doppelganger. It was really funny.
That's hilarious.
It was great. I almost wanted to go on stage, but I'm slightly. It's funny. I'm slightly stage frighty. Like, even though I'm a singer and an artist, I still have stage fright, like pretty bad. I was like, I don't know. But yeah, you reminded me by saying they may have thought you were someone else. I'm like, oh my gosh, that happened at a convention.
That's great. Blue, did you have something as well? I thought I saw you on mute. Whoa.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah. Go ahead. And I think Blue might have to be our last one because time.
Okay, it's gonna be quick. The best that happened with me, it was BronyCon 2019, and it was my first mosh pit. I think it was with P1K, the Brony Palooza super band, and that was my first ever mosh pit ever. And I was moshing with all the guys. I was the only black girl there, and I fell, and they said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was like, "She's okay." And then the next day, one of the guys, his name was Wolf, I think, he saw me and he said, "Hey, you want to join I forgot exactly what it was called, but basically they were going to go somewhere and they were going to flash a whole bunch of people, then run off." And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't join because I was just so tired from dancing for 3 days straight. So that was one of my best memories.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've heard. So despite what many people think about mosh pits, there is etiquette to mosh pits, and that's you always make sure that if someone falls down, you pick them back up right away so they don't get like trampled or anything. So it's like, that's awesome that they adhered to that and made it a good experience.
What exactly is a mosh pit? I never heard that before.
Oh my.
I avoid mosh pits just because I don't want to fall down or possibly hit someone else and get hurt. I've seen that happen. I've seen it happen actually at pony concert. Well, I mean, it's not like at a convention. It was at usually at conventions. If people run at each other like they did at Truck, and usually it ends up in hugging. The only time I've ever seen people actually get knocked down was at Mayhem Fest.
Yeah, friend. For those who don't know what a mosh pit is, basically at a concert, it's a bunch of people getting together very closely and sort of slamming into each other, not like violently, but kind of violently, but not really, but kind
It's
of.
more aggressive than
Yeah.
it is violent.
It's basically slam dancing kind of.
But before we end the panel, I'm going to do something real. Oh, go ahead. What?
I was just saying you can end up with bruises.
You can, and I'm not a person who likes pain, or tolerates it very well. So I try to stay out of that. But I'll definitely watch. Because it's so interesting to watch it. It's like
that's for the
maybe
After
if it's a
Dark
circle. If it's a circle running, I'll watch. If what?
I bruise like a Georgia peach. Not
So
allowed.
that's for the After Dark panel.
No, like
for the people who like bruises.
Oh yeah. No, that's true. While we're here, before we wrap up, I'm going to do something incredibly nerdy because I haven't gotten to do this yet. So while my window is in a very small corner of, well, actually, can you minimize me, Vanilla Shark, back to the? Thanks. My window's in a very small corner. My OC is sitting right there. I'm going to just hold my hand up right here and wait for it to register. I think I want to go a little lower. Right about there, and I'm going to. Nice.
Self-boop, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, a high five.
You need to
stole your high five.
Gosh dang it, Invisibrony.
They're cute.
Yay! I'm like fist bumping my own OC.
I don't know if anybody saw it earlier, but I was sitting on Invisy's nose.
We have achieved maximum cringe, Bolt. Maximum cringe.
And I don't care.
Are there
just
any
thought
other
of
panels?
No, there are no other panels, but after this, and I'm guessing this is why he turned off his video, a Chief Hunter is going to be performing for like probably about an hour or two. We could come back.
There's no panels, but there's a panel.
Yeah, there's no panels, but there's a performance. I count that. But yeah, so Chief Hunter will be coming back and performing doing an encore performance for us. And then we could continue the call afterwards if we wanted to, but because I'm certainly having a lot of fun. But before I wrap up, I want to thank everyone who shared their story. I really appreciate it. Like this was so much fun, and I don't know if you can tell I'm slightly more awake now because I've been talking to people. Like I'm extroverted, so. This has been a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for sharing your stories. Thank you to everyone in Ponytown. I'm just going to give a plug real quick again. Ponyfest Online is the next event. It is happening next Saturday and Sunday, celebrating the 11th anniversary of Ponyville Femme. You'll probably see several of us there and probably see several of the musicians there from this weekend in some capacity or another. I love attending those events, so you'll definitely see me there. With that... thank you again, everyone, for being here. Thank you to everyone who came to this event. I think as far as I'm aware, the plan is just to keep the stage open. But if everyone could kindly, I'm going to move myself off the screen. If everyone could kindly get off the screen so we can see a Chief Hunter, that'd be great. With that,
Achieve, I'll leave it up to you. Do you want the stage to be reclosed off or leave it open?
Get every pony off the stage. I'll be on stage, if it's okay.
Well, it's more a matter of reactivating the colliders so that they don't just mob back the stage again. So I'll get that set up.
Thank you.
Have the Chief. I'm guessing you don't need a sound check. You've already done that. So
yeah, I just gotta reset the layout on my side of on OBS. That's all.
Oh, okay. You want to go ahead and do that real quick then?
Yeah, give me a few minutes.
And then start streaming, and then I thought we were just gonna run right into it. How long do you think that'll take?
Give me like I said, just give me a few minutes. I'll be all right. About at least 5. That's all.
5. Does anyone else have a quick story they want to share in the interim? I've already sent my thank yous and everything.
Oh, I have something to add on with this like drowned story about how many people were in a room. This isn't my story, but I heard at a con there were 16 people in a 5-person room.
Ow.
Sounds like Waffles room.
Are you talking about that?
It wasn't Waffles
Hold
room.
up.
Ha.
I'm not gonna say whose room it is because I don't want to leak out who it was.
Was it the one at BabsCon? Because I'll leak that. They're fine with that. And
Oh, this was not a BabsCon. I've never been to BabsCon.
Alright, well then never mind.
Because I've been in a room like that at BabsCon before. It was not fun.
I mean, all I did was sleep there, but yeah, I spent like $20 the entire weekend on a hotel, so hey, it was worth it.
What con was this?
BabsCon. It happens pretty frequently at BabsCon, that kind of shit. Like I guess if you're in the Midwest, maybe not as much, but like, you know, and more
I'm
populated.
in Ontario.
Wow, okay, what the fuck? And how the hell does this not is this just like a BabsCon thing where it happens all the time?
Yes.
Oh, well, they're just fucking crazy, I guess.
I mean,
Well,
back
now we
in
know-
Everfree Northwest 2016, we did the Fireball Challenge, and there must have been well over 24 people there who all drank from the same bottle of Fireball in just one hotel room.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't think that would fly today, honestly.
Not with COVID. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Well, what
I
do you mean
think one of my
sanitize everything?
favorite- Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, same.
One last con story. One of my favorite things that I did at Harmony Con in Dallas was we watched Cats in the hotel, and we were all just like riffing on it. It was really funny.
You mean Cats like that live action
2019?
one?
Yeah. Cats 2019. Yeah. I was one of the only people there that had actually seen the musical as well. And I was explaining just how bad some of the things they did in the movie were because of what the original source material was like. It was really funny.
Yeah,
Like that like cat that is the main character supposedly is supposed to be the audience, and having like a love triangle with the audience surrogate is really weird in that movie. It was really funny though, just talking about how awful the movie was.
Oh my god, yeah. That actually reminds me of something about it, especially that movie when the Actanist. So there's a guy who plays the Actanist, but then as soon as the trailer went out, he got really pissed about how the film director actually purposely censor his nutsack area. He literally tweeted that shit. I am not joking. It's in Twitter, and he tweeted that shit like how he's pissed off about that.
Wow.
I am not joking. It's you can literally watch that.
So, Chief, it looks like is he?
He's
still
gone.
here?
No,
Okay.
I messaged him to have him ask him to let me know when he's ready, and I'll
Right.
put it over to him. But I was like, well, if I have the choice of dead air like music or this in between, I'll pick this, and we'll just throw it right over to him.
Right. The stage should be set up for him now. The colliders aren't perfect. It looks like it's using an old version of it, but it should keep people off stage at least.
Yeah, I managed to sneak back in, but I think you fixed it immediately after I did.
Right. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head off and have a hot bath and then call it an early night. So to all the Fisher clones out there, thanks for this silly evening. But I'll see you at the next con, I suppose.
I thought you were gonna stay fishy.
I
Stay
saw.
fishy.
Because Fisher-
Huzzah! I've become
That's the
decorated.
end of that tale.
All she wrote.
I mean, I could leave the character sitting here.
You've got us on the hook.
I mean,
drop us a line sometime.
My gosh.
I know what I'll do. I'll use the Z tricks to put myself on top of the ice rig thing.
The what now?
Oh, I remember seeing that. I saw 2 people on top. I'm like, how did you get on top of there?
I don't know.
Ice rink thing?
Robson Square, the ice rink, that roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are.
Where did you go?
Yeah, he's across the stage, right at Robson Square, like right south of the stage. You just sitting on the
Oh,
roof.
I see. Yep.
I'm on
Okay,
the right,
it's on top
I'm on
of
the right side of the stage. I'm the
So,
knight
yeah.
in the moon, sitting there on the right side.
As long as you don't log out, you'll stay there.
Right. Well, I think it kicks you out after a while for inactivity, doesn't it?
You
Depend.
can change that.
You
Oh,
can
you
change
can?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to settings on the top right, the little gear, and then go to settings, it'll the first option is
okay, I
AFK
see that.
timeout. Yeah, and I have mine set to 3,600 minutes.
I like how
Is
it
that
has
a staff thing?
I like how it has 180 and 270 locked off for supporters, but 540 and beyond is normal.
Yeah,
it's because this is a
exactly.
clone of the normal server.
Oh, and the higher numbers aren't normally on normal servers. I see.
Correct.
And I think they like some. I think Invisibrony said it might be a staff only thing, but you're staff, so you can do that. So you can stay in the server.
There's a -1 option, so it can stay as long as we want.
Yeah, but I think that's only accessible to staff and VIPs. Normal is just 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all I
unless
have is
you're
90 minutes.
some people will. I've seen like some people have like a script that does like a certain movement every once in a while, so they can leave and then stay in Ponytown.
Right.
Like, okay,
I
well,
just remembered another. Sorry, I didn't mean to unmute.
Oh no! If it's quick, you can do it because the Chief Hunter just messaged me that he's ready.
It's really quick. So I met the voice actor for Zecora at Everfree, and it was the strangest thing because I was just like, "Hi, can you sign this art piece that I drew?" Like it's yeah, that's how I do things. She just was like, "I love your hair. Can I touch it?"
Oh my god!
What? She's like, "Your hair is so gorgeous," and she just was like playing with my hair while I was standing in line. I was like, "There's people behind me that want to talk to you." She was just playing with my hair. It was really funny.
That's really wholesome.
You know what?
It
That happened
was
to me
wholesome,
before.
but it was so unexpected.
You know
Sorry,
what?
I was like, there's a rat. I have another one. Sorry.
I gotta say, I can relate with you.
I'm gonna put the entirety of the Fisher clone saga into Ponytown because I had a bunch of screen caps and stuff that I'd saved up.
Nice.
Yes, please share your images in Ponytown in the Ponytown channel in our Discord server. With that, thank you guys so much once again for sharing your stories. Thank you to everyone in Ponytown who's watched it. I really can't say enough about this whole weekend. It's been awesome, from the attendees to the musicians to the panels to the staff. I love working with this team at Vanhoover. They're incredible, and
Big
this
fan.
year, yeah, this weekend has been such a fun experience. And I say this because this is probably going to be the last time I'm on the air. So with that, thank you guys once again. I'm going to toss it over to a Chief Hunter who is going to close out the night. The server will remain open for another day or two. So thank you once again. Yes. See you next year, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
Bolt?
fellas.
Next year.
Yes.
Just want to say, solid job, my friend. Solid job.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Appreciate it.
I second that.
Congrats.
He's booping you in Ponytown.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Bolt is wholesome and legend.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. I've had a lot of fun, and I'm so grateful to for everything, for the musicians, for the attendees, everything.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, but I'm gonna try out a 1 second interval. All right, would it work?
Oh, instead of 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Vanilla? Cool. In that case, ladies and gentlemen, fillies and gentlcolts, give it up for one more time for a Chief Hunter 1!
Yay!
I'm actually trapped on the stage now.
Oh,
no!
All right, well, too bad.
Is there a
Roll
chance we could
credits.
continue this VC elsewhere,
Roll
or
credits,
is it
yeah.
gonna stay here?
Do you want to be taken off the stage?
No, I'm playing around. I just want to be in the way.
Fair.
Yeah.